Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. So today I figured I would review yet another obscure low budget feature. It's a western film obviously. This one's titled Wild Horse Rodeo. And this is one of these Three Musketeers movie. And as a matter of fact, this is said to be the very first feature. And yes, I covered these characters multiple times before, so I just thought, hell, let's do it again. So anyway, I just thought I'd just do this because I like to review all these low budget features, the old school stuff, and of course, like I always say, they don't make them like they used to. So anyway, of course, as always, let's talk about the plot, shall we? So anyway, yeah, it's just this whole bit with this champion rodeo rider who pretty much returns home to track down a legendary wild horse. Of course, but anyway, yeah, the this character doesn't. This certain character does make a deal with someone to get this wild horse, and this, yeah, hence the title of the film, of course. So things get pretty wild, as you may expect. Why not? Might as well. With the whole thing with the Wild Wild West and whatnot. Yes, of course. There's this whole thing where there was this radio circuit around, of course. That's part of the story, as you might expect. The horse brings in, let's say, large crowds, as no one is able to ride him and collect a certain prize money. But of course, there's always going to be somebody that's up for the challenge. There's always somebody that's going to up you up. Oh boy, now I have Rocky over here. He's just doing his thing. Hey, bud, you interrupted my video, okay? Ah, Christ, whatever. The challenge, I just take care of this kinds of stuff, obviously. So, of course, what you might think, yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of horse riding. What you get when it comes to these types of movies, of course. That's what happens here. These types of movies, yes, obviously, you can say that there's gonna be horse riding and whatnot, and often something to do with guns, which is fine. And the thing is that okay, it's an old school movie, and yes, I do realize that a lot of people out there might just want to dismiss it just because of that. Okay, sure, it may not have the most fancy special effects out there, but still, I thought the story does get the job out the way. I thought this was a pretty well made movie. I liked the characters, I liked the story that they were trying to do. Of course, it's going to be the Musketeers. The Musketeers are trying to do the right thing, obviously, as they often do when it comes to these features. So yes, must do the right thing. They must do anything to keep this town safe, keep people safe, because they feel like they're morally obligated to do so. And not only that, they just want to be nice people. Of course, they just want to be nice people and whatnot. And that's the thing, though. And yeah, this was definitely made during a period of time where this kind of stuff was really popular. And now that's the thing, though. It's definitely a product of its time, and you can tell it really is. I mean, okay, that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, really. Obviously, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, of course. And that's the thing, though. I do realize that, of course, things change, taste change, and it might not always be something for everybody, which I do realize, of course. I do realize that this kind of stuff may not be as well consumed as it was back in the day because taste in movies do change, the audience change. But that's kind of the weird part is that there's still a fan base for this kind of thing even today. Lo and behold, there you go. That still is a thing even for today's audiences, at least to some. Okay, I see you still doing your thing. All right, whatever. Okay, just do you, I suppose. I'm just gonna just continue this video. All right, Rocky, go. At least to some degree, it is. I guess it is pop. I guess it's still popular, even if it's to some small extent. I reckon. But yeah, I just thought I'd just do this because I've talked about the Western genre quite a few times before, So why not again? Why not just do this again here, folks? Because I'm talking about stuff that hardly anyone would talk about. I mean, okay, it may not be the most popular thing on the site, but I don't care. I really don't. I do what I want. It's my channel. I do whatever I feel like. It really. I was never really the one to follow trends like at all. I never did, and which I don't care enough. I really don't. I'm gonna do what I feel like doing. So if I want to talk about with these some of these old movies that no one ever has heard of, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna, of course, do that. And when I review this kind of movies, of course, it's gonna be random. It's never really. I never have a particular time where I want to review those movies. It's just out of the blue. It's just random and for like random times. It's never gonna be a specific day, a month, a week, or whatever. It's no. It's just rambling. I just try to review these movies at sheer randomness. That's it. So I don't have a particular scripture update for Western films. So if anybody likes these types of movies, I'm just letting you know right now. If you're a fan of these types of movies, just letting you know. I'm just letting y'all know it's never really going to be a specific day. It's just random. So but for what it's worth, I thought this was a good one. I like the acting. The acting is actually pretty decent here. I like the way it's choreographed. The way it's not just choreographed. Of course, it's low budget, but that doesn't mean it can't have a sense of a way to choreograph this entire thing. Of course, the editing was pretty good. The editing does do his job, of course. I did like the editing here. It was done. It was nicely done. There's not one bit I felt like, oh, they could have cut this out. They could have got that. I never felt that. Not really. But it's something I would definitely say it's worth the watch, especially if you're like a, a Western junkie. You just want to watch a lot of these, I guess, retro. Guess you want to call it that. Of these old school movies from way long ago. And yes, I've seen this movie quite some time ago. I've actually seen a lot of these when they were released. Yes, I'm a lot older than what you think I am, folks. Well, I am older, a lot older than what I appear to be. So I've seen a lot of these way back and when I was growing up. Oh yeah, I remember. I recall. So that's kind of why I want to do this. At least partly why. Anyway, so nonetheless, I say check it out. I'll give this a Novaval rating of a 7.1 out of 10. It's a 7.1 out of 10 for me. So of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time. See ya. Oh yeah, later.